Racer here, and we are checking out the new content released this morning on Gran Turismo 7, and it's a big one as far as the content added. Maybe not the entire update as a whole, but it does bring some new stuff, and that's what we're all about in this stream. So let's get into the update notice, and we'll go read the full text. See if it lets us read the full text. Maybe not. We'll see if it does. It might go blue screen. It does go blue screen, or takes it out, blues it out. So anyway, I'll go back. I'll just read it here. So following cars have been added. 5 total cars. BMW M Hybrid V8 2025, the Ferrari 499P 2023, the Peugeot 9X8 2025, which make our friend JD very happy. The Porsche 963 2024. Gonna have plenty of those Penske liveries, JDC, and all kinds of other Proton competition, whatever. And then the last one is the Porsche 911 Turbo S safety car, which I believe is the safety car for WEC. And that wasn't needed. Whatever. The car's already in the game, but it gives you the safety lights. And we take what 4 new hypercars. You can't complain. That's what I mean. I've mentioned it a few times, obviously, that the Group 1s as a whole are kind of outdated. You have several different generations of them. You got the old Group C era, and then you've got a couple generations after that, and you got some generations that are kind of close to new. With the Toyota and the 911 Porsche and the Audi R19. So you start getting into some of the hybrid generations, early hybrid generations. So they have world circuits. We got some new events at Fisherman's Ranch, Watkins Glen, Le Mans, Sardinia, Eiger Nordwan, a new circuit experience, Fisherman's Ranch, and a couple of extra. Well, there's one extra menu, and then there's a seasonal menu. It's the new interactions, and then the cafe. There's a seasonal menu, and then some engine swaps for the Audi, the Audi TTS, the Audi TT, the Audi TTS, the Renault E-Pace F1, which is kind of odd when you put a normal engine in it anyway, and the Escudo Pikes Peak. I wonder what you can put in that, and the RAV4. So, and then Scapes Pikes Peak, which we just talked about in the discourse. Pikes Peak's added, so hopefully that will hint at us getting the track. And there's a lot of Scapes that are available in the game where there aren't tracks. But pretty much every place that there is a track, there's a Scape for it. There's scenes from the track and the areas around the track. So to have Pikes Peak and not have the track, Pikes Peak Scapes, but not the track, it's not really a track. It's a point-to-point time trial, which would be fun. You could still race it. You obviously could race it. Obviously, start line, finish line, it's a race. It doesn't have to be, all the way back around. So anyway, drift trial for those like doing drift. There's a retry and exit buttons that are been. I guess it's a glitch or something that they've added to that when you do drifts. Power pack. Some stuff has been added to that. They fixed some localization issues, which who knows what that means, and other issues have been addressed. Of course, nobody knows. Let's get into the world map. So we did check this morning to see what to make sure the update was going on. So let's check. One of the things they changed was the sport movie when you get into sport mode. What the most so let's see what the sport mode movie change is. I'll probably get a copyright strike on this because it's music. It starts the same. It probably won't play it, so I'll have to describe it. She works out either way. Well, it's pinwheeling, so I haven't even loaded it yet. It's pinwheeling, it's pinwheeling. All right, now I got time for that. Okay, so since we're in here, we have a new Group 1 time trial, which is going to all the newest Toyotas in there. So the Toyota is the oldest of this new current hybrid generation in 2021. So, yep. So let's go in and buy all the cars. And the price on these is actually pretty reasonable. If you didn't look at my channel, a few of you did, we were taking a poll as to what the prices of these new cars would be. I thought they would be a lot more, but quite a few people voted for the same price as the current hybrid generation. So here's the BMW, only one color. So we'll go ahead and purchase that. So we can do what we usually do. We can just purchase them, and then we'll just get in them and go to the yes, we'll go ahead and get in it and go to GT Auto, see what we can do to them. So this is the BMW, so not a whole lot you can do to it. It's got a pinwheel and pinwheel, so there we go. Let's look at what you can do on the front. So stock, see it's got these current canards in Type A. It just make them smaller, so that's all. I guess that's high downforce, low downforce. And that's it. Side, so current, it looks like it's a world endurance. So it's got the position panel and the illuminated number panel. I don't know why it's 15. They're usually like 24 and 25. So Type B, it goes to what they use primarily in IMSA. And that's what they do in IMSA. That's that one. That's IMSA. And I don't know what that is. That's WEC. So, and these don't work. They're just there. That one works. This one, I haven't noticed that they actually work. So, and that's that. So, and then the rear, just a tiny change. It looks like the antennas change up here. And this little piece right here, just a little wicker bill thingy here, changes. So it's high downforce standard, low downforce. So it's not an Evo package. And I guess little lips up here too. So, and that's that. So cool. And that's it. So let's go and check out the other cars. And maybe I'll just buy the cars, and then let's go here. Let's go here. I'll go buy all the cars, and then we can change them and see what they sound like. Porsche. So there's two cars here. So we'll just go down here. There's the safety car. So safety car is 380,000, and so it's 80,000 more for this one. Only one color, obviously. We'll just go ahead and purchase it. So we got some money, so then we don't want to get in this car. Nope. And then we'll go all the way over here, and here is the 963, only one color, and it's the Penske Porsche. Another 3 million. That's actually, I mean, takes you 12 million to buy the cars. the hypercars, and then takes you another probably almost 500,000 to put tires on all of them. So yes, we do want to get in it. Got into Ferrari. I'm just gonna buy the four buy all the cars. I'm just going to switch them. So Ferrari. So not the most expensive. Still got the FXXK is the most expensive. Only one color. AF Corsa. So, if anybody is watching, if you just want to give me a thumbs up that the audio is okay. So I know my mic is on. It's not staticky or anything. Go ahead and get the car. So that's number 4, and our final car is the Peugeot 9X8. Only one color, which looks really nice. That's for JD. Alright. So, from what I have watched, it seems like the Porsche is the better of the 4 hypercars. So, that Porsche 919 was always my favorite before, so we'll see if that's still the case. I know that for the Toyota was a slight more difficult car to drive than Porsche. So, all right, so here we are with the Ferrari. Take a look at the front. So, standard front end and A front end. So 15 grand to change it. It's mostly for appearance. It adds endurance lights, a lot like the 296. A little bit bigger canards and extras up here. Extra canards here. Yep, a little more venting back here. So standard. It's like an Evo package, I guess. Evo standard, Evo. So that's that side, and it's going to probably just change. Yeah, so you go from, I guess that's WEC. I mean, because that's really the only place this races is in World Endurance. That's it, nowhere else. So, and you're paying 6 grand for that, 15 grand for this, if you want that stuff. So, that'd be that. Alright, so I'm going to go back in here and we're going to switch cars. So that was all you can do to the Ferrari. I'll go out to the garage and we can hear what some of these cars sound like. Which probably isn't going to sound too great. So, alright, so change cars. Do we not buy all the cars we last used? No, we haven't used any of them, so let's say date acquired. There we go. There they are. So we'll change the BMW. Again, as always, Gran Turismo, wonderfully Alright, so wonderfully modeled, scanned and modeled cars. They always look fantastic. So, alright, so we already got into that and looked at what we can do to that one. Dang it. Change car. Always do that. Change car, so we'll go to the Porsche. Let's see what sound like. See what that sounds like. sounds pretty good. And I think it's got a Porsche's got a V8 in it. Change cars. So yeah, the BMW's got the I think 4-liter V8, 4.4 liter V8. I think that's got a big V8 in it. So I think the Ferrari. JD. We're getting there. We're getting there. A wild JD has appeared. So I think I saw something that so it didn't sound that great, honestly, just idling. I think I saw something that Thrustmaster is making the 499p steering wheel. It's probably going to cost a little bit of money, I'm sure. So, again, beautiful car. Probably one of the more requested cars, I think. So, but yeah, looks great. We're going to go try them all. So here's for JD. Did it sound good? Did it come through on the audio? So there's your pug. So yeah, if I had to say anything, I would say this is probably the most surprising of the cars that they added. I don't think that there's anything you can do to the pug, so let's go check it out. I want to say there's not anything you can change on this car. So car customization. No removing the tail, which is kind of funny that you can't do that because this is the current version, 2025. I think it's probably the newest because all of these have got Evo'd except for this one. It's custom parts, only the side, so it's only the number panel. So I mean, and Peugeot only runs in WEC, so that's the WEC panel, and then I think that's probably for non-endurance races or something that are shorter races. So yeah. Hashtag justice for wingless pug. You have the wingless. Do you have the wingless Lego? That Lego that you got? Is it an option to take the wing off? Oh, okay. So they do run this pug in the Asia Le Mans or WEC Asia. Okay. So that's all you can do. So, all right. Now, so we'll give them a try. We can go look at a couple other things before we bounce out of here. So escapes. We'll take a look at the escapes that you can look at. Pikes Peak. Okay. So that's pretty crazy. You've been to Pikes Peak, haven't you, JD? Didn't you go there with Todd and everybody the one time? Was it Pikes Peak? Yeah, I thought you guys went to Pikes Peak. Yeah. Yeah. I finally got, I know I sent you guys pictures, but I did finally get my, oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So it must have been some of the other guys that went to his house in Colorado. Probably Tim, and I think it was Tim and Joe and Speedy, I think, went to his house. Yeah, I think that's who went. So yeah, pretty. It would be really cool, because I know in Dirt or Dirt 2 that so that 2 days left to do the Dynamic Round 1. 2 days left. You cannot complete Power Pack race with cars from your garage. Yeah. Okay. That's not really important to me. So But Dirt had the paved. I don't think it had paved. I don't think I've ever been on it with a game that was paved, but they did have the Dirt version. It was one of the time trials you could do. You do the stages of it, and that was a lot of fun. I can't remember what you did it in, but it was a normal Pikes Peak hill climb car. I liked it, but yeah. All right, so we have two menus also, and then we're gonna go jump into the extra menus, which are all the way at the bottom. It's one thing that so this is the first generation of hybrids, I believe. So yeah, which we all have all of them. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Nice, cool. All right, and then there's the seasonal menu. And you do have to get these before the end of the month. So if you want this free 6-star roulette ticket, you're gonna need the 12 million credits to buy the 4 cars. If you don't buy them by my birthday, you won't get them. You won't get the free 6-star, which can be okay. So you have just a few. Yeah, yeah, BeamMG is pretty cool. You can blow the cars up. It's pretty neat. So let's see if it. I'm gonna have to describe what this opening movie is. So if it plays it, we tried it once, and it's pinwheeling. So it used to be that like weird, like the sportsmanship is blah 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 blah. So, and it's super grainy. So it looks like it's not loading it. Okay, we'll just exit it. We exit out of it anyway. So, okay, so here is the new time trial, and it's going to require racing soft tires. So currently, I don't know if these cars come with racing softs. Now I'll have to buy racing softs for each one of these freaking cars, which is expensive. So, like I said, the racing softs are 38 thou, but I usually buy all of them anyway for all of the cars. So, enter. Oh, dang it, I'm gonna change it. Racing saw. Alright, enter. Okay. See how it goes. Yeah, you need to do that. You need to put together a JD livery that I can rock. You need to do it just for friends, so I'll be the only one with it. So, we're just gonna see how it goes. Let's see what the ranking board looks like right now. Obviously, look at Deck. Jay is so stupid fast. Let's see the 963. Oh, look, somebody's on that 9x8. A couple guys are in it. Let's see if we can find somebody in it that has a replay. Nobody. I've not seen anybody in it yet. Nope, nobody in the top 100 in the pug. There are people already banging the liveries out for this thing. Not seeing any 9X. Yeah, I think this ends up being the fastest. So a 3:27 to get gold. So. So you can't change. is going to be very slow. Oh gosh, this is really hard to see. I have to go like this. We'll have to restart. If you rev this thing out or not, what? Yeah, their cockpit view sucks. And I don't know that I would use it anyway. I'm going to end up driving this like a GT3. Yeah, I would love to have the Caddy and the Aston and maybe even the Alpine. I mean, the Glick would probably be okay. So at least the Aston. The Aston still races in WEC and in IMSA, so. But you need the Caddy. You really have to have the Caddy. This is not going to be very competitive, but I don't know this car. And these cars are not meant to be easy to drive either. A lot of people are. I struggle with them on Project Motor Racing. They're not easy cars to drive. They're not meant to be easy. Yeah, if Glick, I mean Gran Turismo, and they need the auto, you know, they need the manufacturer license. So, and so to add Cadillac, even though they already have some GM product. Would be a shock, because but I mean, it's raced everywhere. It has not been so incredibly successful at Le Mans. Has Cadillac ever won Le Mans? I know it's missed out a few times. It's had its heart broken. This is going to be like a 340 or something crazy slow. Gold, that's for sure. We're not even going to get a valid lap. Sucka. Sucka mucka. And I'll be invalid for the next lap too. Yeah, I hate this fucking game when it does that. It's so irritating. Alright. Now we'll just switch to another car. So, oh yeah, the 908. Yeah, it's still that way. Yeah, I mean, but it is because you did it in this car, and the 908 that is. So I hate that you can't change. You got to back out and change cars, like when you're doing time trial in single player. You can let's change car. We're gonna go to. We'll do the Ferrari. I'm going to go to here, race shop. We're just going to buy the Just buy the softs. Enter. Oh, dang it. It's a stupid thing. Enter. Yeah, I'm sure the laps that everybody's. I want to say that was the case. Yeah. So let's see if we can deck. Let's see if we can find 499p. Gotta be somebody. It's hard to see. Somebody here's. Oh, there we go. Calster. It's kind of funny that you cannot change brake balance on these things. So that's not too bad. Yeah, Calster shortening. Don't hit the bollards. Yeah, Calster, he gone. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people like that. I think everybody's loving on that 963 on the IPOC shows. It's a long time to go around. Just yeah, they don't turn. They just don't turn. Or I mean, they're all-wheel drive, so they're all-wheel drive. They understeer on the power, and they don't really trail brake because they're all-wheel drive. I mean, yeah, yeah. These things are hard. Let's just dial it back, dial the aggression back. Got to watch an onboard to see what it does. Yeah, I mean it's always the way when you get used to driving the GT cars and jump to the hypercars and the high downforce super formulas or F1s or open wheelers. It's recognizing what it's doing, like you said, where the limits are. But it does feel a little different than all the other, like 7th gear there. You probably shouldn't even go in 7th. So So I just barely botched the Peugeot lap, and it was still like a, what, a 334 or something. A little too early on the go pedal. And Calster's gone. Which he should be. Dude's like a world class, like, he's the top. He's probably, what, top 25 in the world. At least as far as on daily races and whatnot. Such a long lap. Alright, so oh yeah. Yeah, you've put pug liveries on just about everything. So a 335, which is super meh. I mean, it might be silver. Nope, not even close. So yeah, silver is a 331. And what's our friends list look like? So we only have 3 friends. The Beast Killer, he's sleepy. He comes in, dude. Beast Killer's fast. And Ian with he's in the gold time. So yeah, everybody's probably still just getting used to these cars. But so yeah, we'll try the BMW next, and then we'll end on the Porsche. So as we start to slowly get more better. Select from garage, and a BMW. Got to buy tires. And I gotta put those tires on. I don't think the BMW's been being enjoyed. So, but yeah, these cars are all built off of the same chassis. I think it's is it an Orica chassis, and then like the bodywork is the bodywork in the interior and some stuff like but the core chassis monocoque is all made by the same company. So we'll just pick somebody. There's nobody in this car, but we'll go with the guy in the older Toyota and chase him versus Calster, which he was faster or slower actually. Anyway. Alright, let's try this car. So this is BMW's first hypercar in the game. I don't know if they ever had one of the older LMP1, or was it P1s? Like the way it sounds. Trust the downforce. One thing they never did change was the Dallara. Yeah, it makes, yeah. They may make some. Yeah, yeah, cause like the Orca makes like the 296. I'm sure I can quickly find the shell livery for this one. Yeah, the open top BMWs, I think. Yeah, BMW, they haven't had a lot of, I mean, honest success either. Because they've been, have they won anything in IMSA even? I know they've barely done very well in World Endurance, which is surprising. Porsche's Multimatic, is that what you said? I can't see, there's a thing in the way. Yeah, that Toyota's gone. Yeah, this is just going to take some time to get used to the different cars. I haven't driven this type of car in a bit. So faster. That felt better. Yeah, multi-mag. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah. Definitely, stuff happens so fast. It is. You gotta get your vision way further up the track because you'll be there in like no time. So it is a completely different type of driving. So that was a little faster. A few tenths off. I mean, a few seconds off. So and then we'll finish. So yeah. We knocked about a whole % off. We're right on the cusp of it, but yeah, well, yeah, I think I like the way the BMW sounds. It sounds the best to me. The Pug didn't sound bad. We had to come back to it just to give it a try. Give it a second go once we've got our head up to speed on these other cars. We can give it a fair shake. So let's go buy the soft. We'll go buy these. Might as well just buy all of these because we'll probably be using this car more than anything else. Kind of shocking these didn't come with racing softs. Usually the high horsepower cars come with the best, the stickiest tires. Yeah, so this is guaranteed to be a daily race next week. So let's go get somebody else we can not follow because we're nope. Yeah, still got to go with number 10, 10th in the world. That's why I kind of wish they had the Lamborghini looks really good. I'm surprised that didn't come. I mean, you did get their Vision GT. But you know, again, very happy that we got at least these 4. Yeah, we could have easily got 3 more to be totally up to speed. And I think this is just really just an evolution of the 919. I wish you could switch on the Delta from your current best lap like you used to be able to. It would be nice if they would have just added the LMP2s. Yeah, that would have been cool, but yeah, you take what you can get. Still have the GT1. Don't know if I should be. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Let's go ahead and finish this lap. Just a little too wide or something. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. You can turn it off, I guess. But yeah, that's what makes this game approachable. They give you electronics that you wouldn't normally, and you turn off ones you wouldn't, like traction control, to be fast. But yeah, like in other more simulation side of racing, they give you less or more accurate cars. You know, like in so far as the electronic side of it. So I know PMR with some of the old GTOs and the older cars, the original prototype type cars, they have nothing. They have nothing. They have such peaky power bands. You know, such slow shifts. You know, it's really crazy the way those cars react to your inputs. You know, on throttle, on brake, everything, and they sound great. Yeah, I think with LMU, yeah, these cars, this class, the hypercars, they really only are meant for like the top tier of racing, because of the things the crutches that your normal run-of-the-mill sim driver is used to, and
GT cars, you know, or in other games. So that was faster by almost a second, but I blew it. I just blew it again. I'm gonna retry this now. Boomy boom! Boomy doom! See if you can hold this out like you used. No, you gotta shift. It ain't like the 919. A little bit closer. Boomy doomer. Yes, it ain't no. You gotta shift on this one. Yeah, this feels like you can go a little bit quicker in it. I think the Porsche's slipped a little extra to polyphony to make this car. To make it a little better. Random viewer. Yeah, there was a lot of hopium that they would update the track a little bit, make it a little bit more current with the bannering and the signage and maybe the layout. But that didn't happen. It's like the good Dunlop Bridge is still the Dunlop Bridge. It's supposed to be the Goodyear Bridge now. Oh, dropped a bit of time there. Yeah, but it's the Goodyear bridge now. Yeah, I don't know how they, you're just gonna change it like that. Lock up on the front. A little spin up on the back. Bruh. Yeah, it was going to be a little bit quicker. Probably could have got myself into the 30s. Let's retry. It might do everything. Just got to do this real quick. I think I did this before. JD gets the shield. Not the wrench, he gets the shield. Even though he's rarely on. Yes, who's fancies? You get the fancies. So yeah, PMR's getting Le Mans at some point. I think it's at the end of the year. It's the endurance pack. Put Boomer in timeout. No infighting on my channel. Nice to get to the 30s. We can start really willing away into that gold time. But yeah, the time days of playtime trial was a lot of fun. The Porsche GT3 R at Laguna Seca. Was big fun. I couldn't get myself into the 1:20 bracket, but at least I stayed inside at 2% of the top driver, which to me was an accomplishment, especially in Group 3s. Yeah, I would hope you two are good friends, the odd couple. I think this is going to be a lot faster if it's faster at all. Yeah, it's all about trusting the aero. Missed the turn-in spot. Second. To be a careless chucker. Chucking in the corners. Ah! It was the pixels, man. The pixels. Dang. All right, well, they go back and try that again. We'll try the Peugeot for you, JD. One more time. And so we got to silver. That's good. Where are we on our leaderboard? So we're there. Somebody's already slapped slapped the Lamborghini livery on. Oh, Paul. Oh, Peter's using the X8. 9X8. Oh, yeah. And Jay. Alright, so let's try the Peugeot one more time. And then we'll open our tickets up. Gotta be doing something better with the Pug. Change Pug. I wish I would have added these in there. I wish I'd have bought these in the whatchamajig. The race shop, because then we could have always had softs on. Alright. So we might have to just Buggy Tuggy Power Hour. I need to make that the title of this. Alright, so we're going to just try not chasing anybody and see how we do. We got to change this view because this view is not doing it for us. I don't really like this view either. You need to just rev this thing out, or you short shift this? What do you do with this thing? Don't like this view either. We might have to go to the nostril view. It is kind of cool they have a little bit more flex to the bodywork. Yeah, there's little wobbles to the body panels, which is kind of cool. They don't generally do that. I remember with the Porsche RSR that the cool thing was the windshield wiper would wiggle. It was the only car that had a wiggly windshield wiper, which gave you like an extra feeling of realism. I don't remember, at least in GT Sport, any other cars did that. I mean, that's the one thing with ACC, they all have that little arrow wiggle. God, you gotta be kidding me. Let's just keep going. Get used to this car. I'm trying to read this chat, which I should not do. I don't have that talent. And plus, I'm looking at this tiny little phone. I don't have my reading glasses on because I'm old. Got the back. There's the wing. The speed might be there. I would hope that the speed's there. to find probably 4 seconds to be safe into gold. And I gotta get there first, but you know, obviously you gotta. Not bad, way faster than my first attempt. I just don't like the delta on Gran Turismo. It just doesn't. It's not unhelpful, but it can be a little more simpler to use, or at least more. What's the word? Real. ACCs isn't great, that's for sure. It doesn't tell you whether you're up or down per sector. I mean, you kind of like gotta guess. Go into the. What the fuck is that? How the hell did I invalidate my lap? Fucking game, dude. I think I didn't have it back over the line before it went solid or something. I mean, Project Motor Racing has they have a way when you're when you set up your HUD, you can put, you know, you'll have this clock up here, but you can move it up higher, and then you just get the regular sector color bars up here. So even you can just see the colors. You can move that wherever you want. You want it right here, you can put it there. And you have a MDF like this thing, you can put it up here. You can move every single thing wherever you want it, and you can strip it down to what you don't want. I mean, like with Gran Turismo, I think you can take, well, you used to be able to just eliminate everything, and go like total immersion kind of thing, where you didn't have anything. So that's, I mean, I think that's where like the parts of Project Motor Racing are really good.
they have a really good understanding of what you they give you the access to do it however you want, which is really nice. Assetto Corsa doesn't do that, which I can understand because of the demand of the game. Just running the graphics is one thing. I mean, they don't even give you well, they give you a livery editor, but it's pretty pathetic. And of course, they've basically they've end of life that game. They're not going to do anything for it. But the servers are getting pretty bad too. I think their servers are kind of falling on their faces now, but there's hardly anybody on it. I mean, there's more people on ACC than PMR if you go on PMR, because that's still kind of a train wreck. They're trying. It's getting better, but it's still a train wreck. So yeah, but yeah, I think what I did is I think I got my tire too far over on the edge with the browny red edge, and I didn't get it back over. Like you have after you come out of that second chicane, it lets you extend, but you got to get it back before that right bend comes, and I think I just stayed out on that edge too long. So anyway.
But yeah, PMR has all the cars. The only car that they don't have is the Ferrari, which they don't have any Ferraris. And as far as the hypercars go, I think this will be faster, but it's invalid. No, it's not faster. I don't think either one of you has your PlayStation Plus active right now. Yeah, I think there's a line right there, and you got to be back over that right edge white line before you hit that and you're gonna trigger that track limit. Yeah, they may. I think they may have. They had you know, they probably did some clearing out of accounts or something, where you had to like re-verify an email. So yeah, I mean, you guys are on sim racing equivalent of a hypercar, so there's no reason to come down to PlayStation unless you want to make liveries. That would be awesome, but yeah. Yeah, it would have been surprising that they didn't just offer it as a deletion, unless Peugeot said, no, this is the car you're going to put through. Because, I mean, the only thing you get to do with it is the lights on the side, so, yeah. Well. I still think the I mean, for you, JD, it would be like a final farewell to drive the Peugeot on Gran Turismo. It's kind of like, oh, I finally got to drive a car I always wanted in the game. That's not bad. 31.4, so within a second. I think it's just I think the car is a little bit weirder than the other, so it is a bit more clunky than it was. Let's see. So I'm gonna go back into the. So where are we on our friends list? So we're. Yeah, not a lot of guys have gotten into this yet, so it would be fun to do some more on it, but I'm gonna exit out. I don't want to be on this too long, so yeah, it's yeah, I think it's got it's got everything going against it. I mean, it's a small company. Well, it's a big company in Europe, but that doesn't mean it has the resources to produce, a car like, I mean, BMW or Porsche, who are bigger. I mean, Porsche's not really that big, but they've, the whole thing is motorsports. Ferrari the same way. Toyota's dominant. I mean, they're such a large company. But those other ones put so much effort into the motorsport side of it. So, yeah, we gotta. We're gonna jump in here. We're gonna grab our Porsche and see if we can find any decent liveries for it. Because I think the Porsche is gonna be the one we go for the most. The Ferrari's difficult. This is the easiest to drive. It really is. So, yeah, we got a 3-star. That's pretty bad. 3 stars. How much money as I spent today on its credits? On these credits. So, yeah, they haven't released the free cars for watching their stupid live streams. Let's see what they got. So, of course, you always have to have a Red Bull. Oh, there's a Hertz. There we go, Jota. That's pretty nice. Would have been better if it was on a Cadillac, though. So, there's the Apple. The Apple computer one. Yeah, we'll probably add it to collection. Repost. Where's the JDC? There's Hertz, Jota.
Mobile 1. That one or that one? This one? The number 7? This one? This one does look nice. I mean, these guys were on it. The guys probably were prepping their decals. Yeah. Yeah, we'll like it. We'll repost it, and we'll add it to collection. So, the martini. Where's the JDC? I'm surprised this hasn't popped to the top. Or the, yeah, I'm blasting through these. Hope you're not. Hope you're not. Oh, up. Jump. That's funny. Oh, yeah. I think these guys have thrown these things together so fast. I think those are things you're trying to get something out so fast you don't think about it. Well, there's the original Penske. That one. That's the one I had the die cast of. The Mini GT I have, which I like it. I'll repost it. I don't know that I'll keep it in a collection now. Where's the JDC? I'm surprising. I might end up making my original Penske one that I made. That was an LMP2 car. There's JDC. Or JC, yeah, JDC. That's nice. That's a simple livery. I like simple liveries. You know, that's just me. I'm simple. Simple guy. Of course, you gotta have a Golf livery. So, yeah. No, that's cool. Team Jost. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you have all the throwbacks. Yeah. Gotta have a Rothmans. Where's the Rothmans? I'm gonna need a Rothmans. There you go. That new man. That's pretty cool. That was yeah, that's pretty cool. Misleading these simple but deeply complex liveries. Yeah, you gotta if you put the effort into layering. Yeah, they don't those. Yeah. All right, so there's tons of liveries out there. Yeah, when it comes to this kind of thing, I'm like, yeah, I'll think about making a livery, and by the time I figured out and found pictures, I just go and somebody's already done it. You know, so yeah, it is nice to do your own livery and ride your own livery. But if you don't have time to make one, then what's the point? You know. So, yeah. So let's see what kind of tickets we got, what kind of prizes we got. So we got 2 6-star tickets. Let's see what kind of troll level Turismo goes for. So 3-star probably won't get nothing, maybe 10,000 credits. Oh, even worse than that. Like, was it 5,000? Yeah. This is like, yeah. Thanks for your time. Here's nothing. It's always pick the worst prize. I hear, you probably walk away with 500,000 on both of these. Hopefully we get like Super GT. He got the Ferrari FXXK, which is like almost 4 million credits. So let's see what pops up. So what did I say? 500,000? What did I say? I said 500,000, right? So I mean that's like that's not great. Yes, typical GT7. Yeah. So I mean, to get one of these tickets cost 8 million credits. No, 12. It cost 12 million credits to get one of these tickets, and the other ticket was probably close to 6 million because each one of those ones. Okay, so here we go again. So again, I'm thinking it'll probably be a nice car that I already have and I could sell, and if I could sell it, it would probably be worth 500,000. So let's see what it is. Here we go. It's going to be another 500,000. That's not great. That's a fucking slap right in the face, man. This car is not. I think this car's worth like 200,000 credits. So that's sad, and it'll get sold, and I'll get nothing for it. So the one thing they still haven't fixed, and it is so really irritating, you still can't sell parts, you still can't sell engines, and they still offer tickets, the invitation tickets, even though they've made them permanent. So I have all of the invitations permanently, but they're still on the wheel. So, I would love a real Ford GT, and that would be awesome. But let's see what this car is brand new. It's not worth a whole lot of money. It's like, I think it's like 200,000 or something. It might be more, but I doubt it. There's Ford, and they still haven't. Well, and they still haven't added the GTD, even the road going one. So that was 550,000. Okay, so it was a 500,000 credit prize. But when I go to sell it, it won't be worth anything. So, but yeah, I mean they still have the Shelby R, the GT350R, which is I would take one of these for free. You can give me one of these, I'd be a happy camper. Isn't that like yours, except that not the 5-liter JD? Yours is just like this one. I mean, it's the body style, right? Yeah. Well, the American brands do kind of get shit on, honestly. Yes. Okay. Yeah. This is a good style. There's somebody that has the 5-liter, and it has the GT, the Shelby rims on it. It has these rims, but the alloys, not the carbon fiber ones, and it just sets that car off. It just sets that car off. I mean, it's in the worst color you could get. I think it's in this one, this garbage burgundy color. Like, who would buy a burgundy Mustang? I mean, that's just like the most unsporting color. That's a grandma color. I mean, you put that on like you don't put a 5-liter Mustang in burgundy. It looks garbagey. I mean, every one of these colors is better than that. I mean, you got your your bullet green, silver white. All these colors are super cool except for that one. But yeah. Blah blah blah. And I'm rambling now, so. Yeah, my mom had a burgundy car and I hated it. And the car was actually not too bad. I think it was like a Buick something, or an Oldsmobile, like coupe. And it was a nice car, like late 80s, mid 80s, 2-door. But it was burgundy, and it was not a great car. I know my brother was talking about it because he was older than me, and he was way into cars because I mean he was a real muscle car guy, and he remembers that car. And he's like, oh yeah, that thing was a turd. It was a turd. It was cheap. Mom needed a car, and her lady she was commuting with sold it to her for not bad money. So that's it. Yeah. So yeah, if you didn't know, Dunlop's the current tire brand partner with Gran Turismo now, so that's why everything has got Dunlop slapped all over it. And that's probably why they haven't changed the Dunlop bridge to Goodyear. So, but they still push the Michelin, so Michelin's on everything. But yeah, so yeah, that's it. So nothing else really. There's like I say, there's a couple of World Tour event or circuit experience. A couple of other little things they added. I'm not going to go into them. I mean, since we've got platinum in this game now, I don't really care about anything. But I do own all the cars, which you don't get a trophy for that. So, but yeah, all in all, still a really good update. I mean, content wise, it's pretty big with four modern race cars. Um, that's a pretty big deal. The rest of it, they didn't really fix anything that you know anybody knows about, so it's not you know things that people have been wanting still aren't done. Um, but you give them a shiny object and they forget about it. But yeah, I would still like to be able to sell some of this stuff and some HUD changes, but whatever. But hey, give them a lot of credit, man. This is still a good game. They're still providing content to it. It's 4 years old. Um, it's over 4 years old, and it's still, you know, still the top of the heap, honestly. And in the world of, we didn't look at what we could do to this car, did we? It's still the top of the heap in it's driving simulators and on console. So online stability has been okay. There's still, I think when I did commentary on DTR, I didn't notice the glitching and the rubber banding as much. So I think a lot of that has to do with more people are on PlayStation 5 now than 4. A lot of people have migrated to it, and so I think they've made them a little bit more stable. So yeah, I didn't notice any problems with it. So that's what you can do on the 963. It adds an extra event probably for shorter courses. No more air. Excuse me. It costs 15,000 credits to put a hole in your front of your car. I mean that's good work if you can get it, I guess. I'll take 15,000 credits to put a hole in the front of your car. So and you got the same thing. You got your it adds a little camera thingy up here. So that's the IMSA. That's the IMSA lighting package. And that's the WEC lighting package. And I think that's probably the early WEC lighting package. That just had the position lights. So then now, like, they have the digital number board, which doesn't work, which is sad. I mean, the LMU, at least it works in LMU. So that's that. And then the rear, yeah, more arrow, less arrow, more arrow, probably stock arrow, and high speed, low downforce, or something, trying to diffuse it. So, but only for 7,000 credits, you can take that carbon fiber away. I could do it for a 12 pack of Flying Dog Raging Bitch. I could do it for that. Yeah. And you could take me for a drive in it. Drive me around in it, and I'll kick a hole in the front of your car for a 12 pack of Flying Dog. And Boomer would take that same offer. He'd be like, "Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I'd do it for that. Maybe a case." Yeah, but I don't even do any multiplayer on this game anymore. I don't find it enjoyable. And I've complained about it. That's pretty much why I quit really doing it. You can't race close with people because one the way the crash box car physics are, you can't if you think you're close to somebody, no, you're too close. You're gonna get bounced off. The pinball physics, pinball, pool ball, whatever you want to call it. And you can't race close with people. I don't like some of the damage models. It's kind of clunky. Again, this is all for accessibility, so it makes it easy for people to drive these cars or any car in this game. it's just some of the things. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. You know, take it out on a date. It's pretty, but you know, under the covers, it's not so great. So, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, thanks everybody for watching. It's a good update. It's a good game. Like I say, you're always gonna criticize it, and I always will criticize every game. But yeah, they're fun. They're all a little bit different. They're all good, and that's good. They're all a little bit, and they have their own little, quirks. But I think it's going to boil down to like the old generation. Everybody loved the 919. It was the go-to car. And you'd use one car for qualifying, you'd use another car for the race. And so probably everybody's going to go to the the Audi R18 for qualifying because it's crazy fast. It's like a one-shot wonder with their hybrid system. And then when the race comes around, they go into either any of these new cars would probably be more fun. So, but yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the content, and we will. I don't know. I don't know what we'll see. I don't know what the next race I'm going to do. We got a lot of things coming up. So I was planning on doing Porsche Cup on ACC, P Cup in the 992, but I might just do one or two races because we got all kinds of stuff coming up. We won't probably be able to practice and be there for the race. So even though it's on Sunday night, but I know vacation is going to take up a bit of that time that they're going to be wanting to race. So, yeah. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, and we will chat with you the next stream. Yep. Thanks again.